And Jim, when we talk about protectionism and economic troubles, sometimes governments have sought to war as a way to distract the people in these kinds of circumstances. So I guess, we face, who knows, but some very unfortunate things. Thank goodness for you, you're living in Singapore. But I wanted to ask you about a tax question. I'm told that the United States is the only government on the face of the earth that taxes somebody who lives and earns money outside of the country. Is that correct, It's
not the only country, but it's one of the very, very few. The Philippines does too, but they learned the tax system from the IRS, the American IRS. No, it is a little absurd if you think about it, and that's why virtually no other country does it. But if you are an American, no matter where you live, even if you never go back to the States for whatever reason, you still have to, and you don't earn any money in the States, you still have to pay U.S. taxes on all your income worldwide. As I say, very few other countries do it, but it is absurd. But yes, I pay taxes. I pay American taxes. I vote in American elections. I have an American passport. But it certainly doesn't seem just to me, but that's the system.
Jim, you said recently that you're not selling your gold, and indeed you might even be buying more gold. Tell us about that. And do you think that for the average Joe in America facing what we're talking about, is it a good idea for him to hold a few Krugerrands?
Well, I'm the average Joe, so I'm doing it. That doesn't mean I know what I'm doing. It doesn't mean I'm right, but I do own gold coins. I don't think I own any Krugerrands specifically, but I own coins from Austria and Canada and America and other countries. Yes, I think everybody should have some gold as an insurance policy, if nothing else, Lou. You have life insurance, you have medical insurance, and you hope you never use your medical insurance or your life insurance. Well, you can look at gold that way, too. If you at worst, just look at it as insurance and hope you lose money on your gold. But if you don't lose money, and if things do get worse and worse, you're going to make a whole lot of money on your gold. The gold situation with gold right now, as you know, is that the IMF is desperately trying to get permission to sell huge amounts of its gold, and they're one of the largest holders of gold in the world. I don't know if it'll happen, but if it does, that could cause gold to go down for a while. If something happens and causes gold to go down for a while, then I hope I'm smart enough and brave enough to buy some more.
Well, it'd be magnificent. And Jim, you've also talked about farming, and maybe if somebody's smart, rather than being a stockbroker in the years ahead, they're going to want to be a farmer.
Well, throughout history, we've had periods when the people who were the money changers, the financial types, were the sort of the center of the universe, and that's been the case for the past 30 years worldwide. But we've also had many periods in world history when the people who produced real goods, farmers, miners, lumberjacks, these are the people who were the center. And in my view, it's shifting. The financial area is going to be a backwater like it was in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and it's going to be the people who produce real goods again. Farming has been a horrible, horrible profession for the past 30 years. In my view, that's going to change, and everybody who can produce real things is going to make a much, much, much better living and have much more influence for another few decades. There's nothing radical. It may sound radical to a guy who just got his MBA and wants to be a stockbroker, but I assure you it's been going on for centuries.
Jim, I was talking to a brilliant student at an American university not too long ago. I asked him what he was majoring in, and he told me, I'm taking the Jim Rogers curriculum. He said, I'm majoring in agronomy and minoring in Chinese. So there you go.
Well, he's clearly brilliant if you ask me, but who knows if I know what I'm talking about. But that's great. I think I might just reverse it and major in Chinese and minor in agronomy, but either way.
Jim Rogers, thanks a million for coming on the show today. It's an honor to have you, as always, and you're very, very nice to do it.
It's always my pleasure, Lou. Let's do it again.
You've been listening to The Lou Rockwell Show, produced by LouRockwell.com, the best-read libertarian website in the world. Thanks for listening.